She leaves a flower by my pillow. She gets up way too early for me. She likes to sit beneath our willow, reading the books of poetry. Oh, that's just the way she does it. That's just the way she goes. That's just the way she does it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. She says things that go right past me. She says the words that slip on by. She reels me in and then she casts me, just like a line on the riverside. Oh, that's just the way she does it. That's just the way she goes. That's just the way she does it. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. She sings a song that makes me happy. She sings a song that makes me blue. She sings a song I can't remember. It kind of goes doodly-doodly-doo. Oh, that's just the way she does it. That's just the way she goes. That's just the way she does it. I don't know. I don't know. Hi guys, my name is Andy Forgie. It's my pleasure to be here at this beautiful, beautiful theater, the Royal Theater, Thousand Islands. It's just the funkiest theater. It's so cool. And I'd like to thank my good friend Mark Wilkins, my old-time bandmate for many, many years, for inviting me to be a part of this incredible little hootenanny, so to speak. This is me. What you're going to hear for the next little while is me. I'll try to introduce myself to you a little bit and things that I've done and things that I hope to do. I'm kind of a frustrated songwriter, actor, got kind of close, no cigar, maybe a Tipperello. I'll play you some of my hits, and I'll play you some songs that you have never heard of in your life. You probably never even heard of the hits. Well, maybe you did. This is a song called What Else Can I Do? And I think the lyrics speak for themselves. When she breathes, I breathe. If she shivers, I freeze. She is the very spark of life in me. She is the rhythm of my heart. If she falls, I fall apart. I look in the mirror and it's her reflection I see. I love her, but I can't reach up to heaven. So I go where she goes. Can't help it. What else can I do? Some birds fly, not away. Something stronger makes them stay. I'm just like that bird who longs to return one day. I love her, but I can't reach up to heaven. So I go where she goes. Can't help it, what else can I do? I love her, but I can't reach up to heaven. So I go where she goes. Can't help it, what else can I do? What else can I do? I don't know. What else can I do? I've got a list here. It may be out of camera shot, but I have a list here. And this is just so cool. I get a chance to sing some songs. These are all mine. This is me. This is who I am. My musical explosion happened like so many others who are my age. It was a cold February the 9th, 1964, Sunday night, 8 o'clock, Channel 10. Did you notice I went like that? Not like this. It was the Beatles, of course. And myself and countless millions were swept up in Beatlemania. And I knew from that day forward that I would never play hockey for the Maple Leafs. All I wanted to do was be like a Beatle. I've had the opportunity to sing with a wonderful celebration of the Beatles for the last 20 plus years called All You Need Is Love. We've traveled around the world a little bit. Played in England, Liverpool, the Cavern Club, Belgium, all through the US. And I thought, well, maybe someday I'll be able to write a song like Paul McCartney. Wouldn't that be something? This is a song called Lay Your Head Down. With all apologies to Sir Paul if I stole a couple of your melodic turns and twists. Wouldn't it be something if we could find the answers to all of the questions in our hearts? Don't you ever give up, and when it feels like too much, and you think that you might fall apart, my shoulders are strong, my shoulders are wide. There's no need to keep it inside. And when there's no answers that appear to be found, my shoulders are strong. Lay your head down. No one said it's easy, but no one said it's this hard. So we just keep going, day to day. We've barely scratched the surface, and so much lies beneath it. And if you feel you must rest somewhere along the way, my shoulders are strong, my shoulders are wide. There's no need to keep it inside. And when there's no answers that appear to be found, my shoulders are strong. Lay your head down. Lay your head down. Actually, the whole visual idea of that song came to me. There's a wonderful film. I hope I get the right decade. I think it was in the 80s, late 80s, maybe early 90s. It was a film called Country, and it starred Jessica Lange and, oh my goodness gracious, Sam Shepard. And anyways, story of an American farming family. Farming had been in their family for generations, and due to tough economic times, they would lose their farm. No matter how hard they fought to keep it, they would lose it. And the very last scene is just so poignant. It's perfect. And there isn't one word that's spoken. It's just the two of them looking out the window at their farm. And she places her head on Sam Shepard's shoulder and fade to black. So, when I was a boy, I would help my dad. He was a bread man, door-to-door bread man, just like the milkman, except he was a bread man. And on Saturdays and summer holidays, my kid brother and I would take turns going with the old man on his route. I would wear a little leather pouch with the change. And I'd have the bread and the jelly rolls and the cookies in one arm, and I'd knock on the door. Baker! Baker! And someone would always say, "It's the baker's boy." This is a song called The Baker's Boy. Can I try that again? That's better. Your dad may be a farmer, tending crops in the fields. Your dad may be a doctor, a man who cures and heals. But I'm the son of the baker who warmed the world with a smile. And I was hoping you might like to walk with me a while. You may dream of a big house, a palace fit for a queen. Well, I have been to places like that. They're not all that they seem. But I know this place in the meadow, and there's a running stream. And I was hoping you might like to visit it with me. You may think that you know me, have me all figured out. You may not be too certain and have your moments of doubt. But I'm the son of the baker who warmed the world with a smile. And I was hoping you might like to walk with me a while. The baker's boy, yeah. I'm not really a great picker. And when the camera's rolling, I get a little nervous. So I act my way through it. I've got my way out of a lot of difficult situations, but you don't survive playing 10 years in the bars and the dives and the saloons without being a good actor. And the teeth that I'm missing, it wasn't from those years in the saloons. It's from playing hockey and not wearing a face mask. It's another story for another show. The producer of this show, Mark Wilkins, was the bass player in our band for 7 years on the road. We had a lot of fun together. We traveled, I like to say, we traveled from the Rock to the Rockies and everywhere in between. And we got close a couple of times. This is the first time that we got close. The year was 1976. Our band was called Creed. Oh, no, not that Creed. The original Creed. The Canadian Creed. The Creed that is old enough to be the fathers of those fellas in the famous Creed. But I don't think we are. I hope. That's for another day. Anyways, we recorded this song in 1976. It was released in Canada, but it was also released in the U.S. And it made a little bit of noise down in New York State, Vermont. The cool states. Anyways, it's a song called 39,000 Feet, Westminster Abbey. We would record this song twice. The first time we recorded it as Creed in 76. We would record it again under the name Photograph for Capitol Records. First time it was called Westminster Abbey because the producer thought that was a catchier title. And the second time it was under the title 39,000 Feet because that's what I like. Hope you like it. "39,000 feet over the Atlantic Ocean. I'm coming home. Man, I'm flying home. Had the time of my life across the Atlantic Ocean. And now I'm alone, feeling alone. And my mind goes back to Westminster Abbey. It was a Sunday morning when I held you. My heart's like an 8-track. Hey there, cabby, take me back to the Abbey. Take me back. Well, something from the bar, sir. No, thank you, I'm just fine. Pardon me, miss, would you have the right time? So that's the St. Lawrence. It doesn't look like much from here. But then again, my eyes aren't that clear. And though the tears foam in my eyes, there's something in my heart just won't let me cry. And my mind goes back to Westminster Abbey. It was a Sunday morning when I held you. My heart's like an 8-track. Hey there, cabbie, take me back to the Abbey. Take me back. Fasten your seatbelts. We'd like to welcome you home. I hate the bloody snow, and it always snows at home. And prepare for touchdown. I guess I'm finally here, but it seems like I've been up there for years. And my mind goes back to Westminster Abbey. It was a Sunday morning when I held you. My heart's like an 8-track. Hey there, cabbie, take me back to the Abbey. Take me back. Take me back to the Abbey. Take me back. We, the crew of Transatlantic, would like to thank you for letting us make your flight a little bit more comfortable. We hope we'll meet again in the very near future where we can once again fly to the altitude 39,000 feet. There you go. That's hit number 1. Can I tell you a little story about My Heart's Like an 8-track? From the time that the song was first performed, we had all kinds of people say, man, my heart's like an 8-track. Man, what does that mean? What's it mean? Very abstract. And when we recorded it as photograph, we had the honor of having our friend Tom Cochran sing harmony vocals on the song. And I've been a big fan of Tom since the very first time I ever heard his music. And I admire him so much, and as a songwriter, as a poet. And so when I gave him the song, the lyrics, he was reading them over, getting ready to do his part. And I knew it was going to come. I just knew it was going to come. And my mind goes back to Westminster Abbey, a Sunday morning, and I held you. My heart's like an 8-track. I just closed my eyes. It seemed like an eternity. And then all of a sudden he said, man, that's art. Like, that's art. Well, yeah, of course it is. Actually, it rhymes with the word back. I'm going to do you a song now. Do you a song. It was our second hit as photograph, of which our esteemed producer was also played a big role. Bass guitar, and harmony vocals, and all-around good-looking guy. The song was called The Last Dance. It broke into the top 10. Got a lot of airplay across Canada. I'm not making this stuff up. 1981. I want to take you out dancing. I want to take you on the road tonight. I want to rock and roll you until the morning light. But before we go, I just gotta know, when the last dance comes, I want to know right now how you feel inside about me. When the last dance comes, I want to know for sure how you feel inside about me. I want to take you out cruising. I want to find out your colors tonight. Hey Cinderella, put your glass slippers on, we're going out tonight. But before we go, I just gotta know when the last dance comes. I wanna know right now how you feel inside about me. When the last dance comes, I wanna know for sure how you feel inside about me. About me. About me. Here comes the last dance. Here comes the last dance. Here comes the last dance. When the last dance comes, I wanna know right now how you feel inside about me. When the last dance comes, I wanna know for sure how you feel inside about me. Yeah, The Last Dance. Top 10. What do we do with those royalty checks? I don't know, maybe Mark has them somewhere. I think they were post-dated. I think they were rubber. Going to play this song for you now, if I may. It's a song I had the pleasure of writing with a very talented songwriter from back home in Belleville, Ontario, Canada, the Friendly City, and a mutual friend of Mark's as well. His name is Ken Harnden. And this was a song that we put together, and maybe we'll do something with it someday. I leave the message light on, so I don't miss her call. I leave the back door unlocked, in case she's lost her key. I don't go out for long, I don't stay out too late. I wanna be there on that day that she comes back to me. When she comes back to me, gonna be some changes made. I've been changing, babe. Just wait and see. When she comes back to me, you know I'm gonna hold her and never let go of her, and she'll never leave. I leave the message light on, so I don't miss her call. I leave the back door unlocked, in case she's lost her key. I don't go out for long, and I don't stay out too late. I wanna be there on that day when she comes back to me. When she comes back to me, gonna move to Oklahoma. She always said that Oklahoma was a place she'd like to see. When she comes back to me, I'm gonna tell her that I love her and put no one above her for all eternity. I leave the message light on so I don't miss her call. I leave the back door unlocked in case she's lost her key. And I don't go out for long, and I don't stay out too late, 'cause I wanna be there that day when she comes back to me. When she comes back to me. Co-written by our mutual friend, Ken Harnden. I'm not quite sure. Does that mean anything? I'm getting messages. Oh, everything's good. Everything is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, everything is good. And our producer is now a little tipsy. I'm a big fan of Elvis Costello. I am. I'm apologizing, Elvis. Sorry, but this was inspired by Elvis Costello. So you said this was only temporary. You were only trying to clear your pretty head. So you said, but to the contrary, it seems that you have changed your mind instead. But Mary'd never go and do a thing like that, not my little Mary. She would never want to hurt me quite that bad. They're just trying to scare me, 'cause there'll come a day when we will wed, when the flowers are in bloom and the rose is red. We'll toss the petals all across our bed. So you said. It would take a month of Sundays before you'd ever dream of going back to him again. So you said. But now it seems that one day, without a word of warning, it's all come to an end. But Mary'd never go and do a thing like that, not my little Mary. She would never want to hurt me quite that bad. They're just trying to scare me, 'cause there'll come a day when we will wed, when the flowers are in bloom and the rose is red. We'll toss the petals all across our bed. So you said. A girl can change her mind, you know. She shouldn't be made to feel as though she somehow broke the law. So go ahead now, Mary. You can never be too wary when the heart can cave in like a house of straw. Or so you said. This is only temporary. You were only trying to clear your pretty head. Ode to Elvis. Well, not this Elvis, but the other Elvis. I'm going to do a song for my lovely wife. Put up with a lot of crap. Her name is Barbara, and I had written a song called Katie, but there was no Katie. I wrote a song with my friend Mark Rajat called Sarah. But there was no Sarah. We're just making them up. In that last song, I sang about a Mary, but there's no Mary. So I thought, can I finally squeeze Barbara into a song? There was a couple of really famous Barbara songs. It was Scarlet Town, where I was born, there was a fair maid dwelling, made every youth say well a day. Her name was Barbara Allen. That's a nice song. And there was Ba 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 Barbara Ann, ba 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 Barbara Ann. That's a famous song. I thought, man, I don't know if I can squeeze Barbara into another song. So I wrote this song. It's for you, Barbara. Even though Barbara's not in it, I'm still trying to fix it. Seems these days it's out of stock. Now, start again. A frog in my throat. My name is not Andy Froggy, by the way. It's Andy Forgie. For Barbara. Seems these days it's out of stock to stay together like you and I, when all around us everyone's found different roads to travel on. Can you even entertain the thought what it might be like if we should call each other's names and no voice would answer? I don't think I'd want to know. You've got me body and soul. I have one love. I have one love. In my life there is only one. There is one sun in the sky above. In my life there is one love. If I should find a treasure, tell me where would be the pleasure in all the riches of the world without you there to share them. Instead, I think I'd rather die than go on with a lonely life, knowing once that you were mine and somehow I lost you. I don't think I'd want to know. You've got me body and soul. I have one love. I have one love. In my life there is only one. There is one sun in the sky above. And in my life there is one love. I just can't believe you're still here with me. And if you turn away, I just fade away. I have one love. I have one love. In my life there is only one. There is one sun in the sky above. In my life there is one Barbara love. One love. There we go. Of whom I'm not worthy. I have another hit record. I think I should thank some people before I forget. Here goes. I would like to thank, in no particular order, the Kingston Musicians Union. Thank you very much for making all of this possible. I would like to thank the Music Performance Trust Fund for making all of this possible. And once again, I would like to thank the good folks here at the Royal Theatre, Thousand Islands, for providing this amazing venue. And when things get all better, you better come out and see shows here, because it's really cool. And now for my third and final hit record that I wrote. Why, this is so famous. Not only does every child in the East End of Belleville, between Kelly's Drugstore and the YMCA, know this song, but they've even played it on the CBC radio. You're listening to the CBC radio, and now we're going to play a song by Andy Forgie. That's Forgie. That's Forgie. Andy Forgie. When they have nothing else left to play. I've had the great pleasure to sing songs for children for many, many years. And the one thing I found out about kids is they love to say the word underwear. It's a silly word. They giggle. I think it's funny. Underwear, 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 underwear. So I thought, well, why don't I write a song about underwear? And while I'm at it, why don't I write a song about socks? So this is called Socks and Underwear. And I'm going to do the regular version. There is a festive version, but just in case this is being played in the non-festive season, I don't want to wear out my welcome, if you get my drift. Oh, socks and underwear, socks and underwear, underneath my brother's bed, hanging off the chair. Well, I take them off at bedtime, and they vanish to thin air. Well, keep one eye open for those socks and underwear. Now, this verse gets me a little emotional, so bear with me. Last week it was my birthday, and I got a call from my great Aunt Gertrude, who lives in Montreal. She said she'd send a package, and it would be here soon. Waited for the postman every afternoon. And when my package did arrive, I began to rip and tear. But all I found inside that box were socks and underwear. Oh, socks and underwear, socks and underwear, underneath my brother's bed, hanging off the chair. Well, I take them off at bedtime, and they vanish to thin air. Well, keep one eye open for those socks and underwear. Now, did you know that socks are magical? Well, they are. How many people have put 2 socks into the dryer, but only 1 sock comes out? Where did that other sock go? To the land of wandering socks, I say. Well, you may go out traveling to visit friends or kin. You might sail across the ocean. You might sail back again. You might climb the Eiffel Tower in good old Paris, France. You might find yourself in Waikiki doing a hula dance. Well, don't talk with your mouth full, and it's not polite to stare. And always pack some extra socks and underwear. Oh, socks and underwear, socks and underwear, underneath my brother's bed, hanging off the chair. Well, I take them off at bedtime, and they vanish to thin air. That's better. Always pack some extra socks and underwear. Thank you very much. I thank you. The little people thank you. We all thank you very much. It's a little tune that in our society, trying not to get too heavy here, especially after socks and underwear, but in our society, we have such extremes. We have obscene wealth, and we have heartbreaking poverty. And then we got a whole bunch of people in the middle. And they're just regular guys, regular Joes, and they're out there and they're doing their thing and they're trying to get ahead. And it's 1 foot forward, 1 foot backwards. It's a song called Our Side of Town. It goes like this. She gets up each Monday morning, goes to work until 5. She don't like it and I know it. We talk about it all the time. It's not like I ain't been working. I've held the same job now for years. There comes a time when you realize some things are just as they appear. Welcome to our side of town. Where nothing goes up and nothing goes down. And the kids, they just don't get it. It's too hard to understand. It breaks your heart to hear them ask, hey, Dad, is this the way you had it planned? Welcome to our side of town. Where nothing goes up and nothing goes down. Friday nights were once for dancing. Now we just watch the TV. Then we send the kids off to bed. And it's just her and me. Sometimes we just sit and wonder how it was supposed to be. Sometimes we just turn the lights down and we start dancing, her and me. Welcome to our side of town. You know where to find us. Where nothing comes up and nothing goes down. Our side of town. Another artist that I'm crazy about. Some of you may know him. I hope some of you know him. His name is Marshall Crenshaw. Very Beatle-ish. As a matter of fact, he actually played the role of John Lennon on Broadway in Beatlemania in the original cast. That's pretty cool. Anyways, he's a brilliant songwriter. I'm influenced by him greatly. This is a song called Closing Time. She walks down to the roadside cafe where the boys all hang around. With all their lines, they got nothing to say, 'cause my baby shoots them down. Well, they can look, but they'll never touch. And they may wanna, but not as much as me. And when the clock strikes 9, she's all mine. And we'll go out walking down the line. All day long she's on my mind, and it's almost closing time. I go to work, but it's just a charade. I've got bigger plans in mind. I play guitar and I'm joining a band. I know it's just a matter of time. And her and I will be out of sight. But that's for later and not tonight. And when the clock strikes 9, she's all mine. We'll go out walking down the line. All day long she's on my mind, and it's almost closing time. Well, they can look, but they'll never touch. And they may wanna, but not as much as me. And when the clock strikes 9, she's all mine. And we'll go out walking down the line. All day long she's on my mind, and it's almost closing time. All day long she's on my mind, and it's almost closing time. She works down at the roadside cafe, and the boys all hang around. Closing time. I'm having a wonderful time. I hope you're enjoying the music. This is me. This is me. These are the songs that I've written. Some of you may have, all kidding aside, may have heard one or two. Most of them you've never heard, but I hope you're enjoying them. This is a song called My Brother Chuck. I don't have a brother Chuck. But they did have a brother Chuck on Happy Days. Ready? From somebody who watched far too much television. Do you remember Bonanza? Do you remember that there was actually 4 sons? Was there 4 sons? 3 sons. 3 sons. The oldest was Adam. And then there was Hoss. And then there was little Joe. Well, Adam would eventually leave. He left. But they still acknowledged him. Every once in a while in an episode, somebody would write in, "Just got a telegram from Adam. He's in San Francisco, working on something really, really great." Do you remember my 3 sons? Well, the 3 sons, and this doesn't include Ernie. I'm sorry, Ernie. You came along later. But the 3 sons were Mike, and there was Robbie, and there was Chip. Well, Mike would move away. He would leave the series. But they would say, "Just got a phone call the other day from Mike. He's in Chicago. Everything's beautiful." But on Happy Days, there was Chuck. Chuck was Richie's older brother. He was in the first few episodes, or first few seasons. And then mysteriously he disappeared. Never to be heard of again. No telegrams, no postcards, no phone calls. Chuck just vanished. Is anybody out there seen my brother Chuck? He wasn't with us very long. I turned around and he was gone. Is anybody out there seen my brother Chuck? Tell him that we miss him and I wish him luck. We were all together, my mom, sis, and me. And rounding out the family was Chuck and Mr. C. And we would visit you each week through the magic of TV. I looked around and Chuck was gone. He wasn't with us very long. Are you ready now? Well, has anybody out there seen my brother Chuck? Tell him that I miss him and I wish him luck. Well, I grew up and married and one day moved away. Joni married Chachi. Yeah, those were happy days. And Fonzie got his own garage where he fixes cars and trucks. But not a single one of us has heard from Brother Chuck. Has anybody out there seen my brother Chuck? I turned around and he was gone. He wasn't with us very long. So if anybody out there sees my brother Chuck, we'll tell him that it's been too long and I don't give a woo! Oh, yeah, all right, Brother Chuck. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you out there in virtual land. Thank you. I'll leave you with a little number that Mark inspired me to do. It's just shorty. I think we're running out of time. Thank you. My name is Andy Forgie. I live in Belleville, Ontario, Canada, the friendly city. Muffler around my collar, the wind it howls and hollers. How was I to know it'd be this warm? Snow, it makes me shiver, makes the body quiver. How was I to know I'd feel your charm? Fireplace, you embracing me is everything a man could need. Fireplace, you embracing me is everything I'll need till spring. Thank you so much. This is me.